So I've been looking at some sound deadening material to get for the interior of the Firebird. Found this on Amazon. Kilmat had some pretty good reviews. Says it's pretty easy to install. All you do is just stick the mats down. You get this tool that you roll over top of it to pack it on down. This was like 10 bucks, and there must be 20 sheets here. That was around $57 for that. I opted for the 80 mil thick. They have a 50 mil thick too if you want to save a couple bucks, but I figured it'd be worth a couple bucks if it did a little more. So we're going to put it in there. Hopefully it deadens some of the road noise. That's mainly why we're doing it. We don't really listen to the radio too much inside the car. Not this one anyway. Usually we're just listening to the car. But hopefully it deadens the noise enough to make it more of a comfortable ride. I'll go strip the interior on this, and then we'll see how this works. Before I tear the interior apart, I'm going to start the vehicle. After I put the mat in, I'll start it again. Hopefully the camera can pick up the difference in the volumes to see if it's actually making a difference putting the mats in or not. Not too terribly loud. You'll still be able to hear someone if they were talking, but you do have to raise your voice so they can hear you. So this is the before. I'm going to tear out the interior now, put the mat in, I'll start it back up, and we'll see if it sounds any different. Okay, one of the things that I saw on some people's reviews was it's best to do this when it's warm out. So I'm going to take a quick break, get some water because I'm sweating now. It's about 80 degrees today. And then I'll start cleaning the floor up a little bit before I start tacking the mats down. Okay, so I got started. This is the driver's side. This is the rear. This is coming towards the front, about halfway up the front right now. Just wanted to point out, like, everywhere the bolt holes are, I'm just running a scratch all through it, just kind of reaming the holes out a little bit so it'll be easy to bolt the seats back in. The mats, because of the contours of the floors and stuff, I'm going to have little gaps in here. I'm not going to stress about that too much, but for whatever reason, when you contour one floor and then you try to put the next piece on, you'll get it nice and straight, and then over here to be, you know, contoured a little bit different, so you're going to have a little bit there. This is a step up like right here. It kind of split right there. I pulled it off a couple times, tried to straighten it back out. The more you pull it off, the less sticky it feels. The stuff's pretty good. It's just a rubberized sticky pad. If you have to cut it to a custom shape, this spot right in here, I had to put a little piece in. Regular pair of scissors, steal them off your wife. That's what I did. Works out really good. Cutting the stuff cuts real simple, and then you can kind of fit it to where you want it. I'll show some more video as I get more done. Driver's side floor is done. This is 12 sheets out of the 34 that they give in the package. So another 12 for the other side. I'm probably going to do the hump in the middle too. I'm going to have the sheets. I may as well do it. If I just leave it sitting on the garage, I'm liable to lose it or it'll go bad or something. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll let you know how that comes out. Okay, all the floors are done. Front, back, hump in the middle, all the way up under there. I went through 32 pieces. I believe I have 2 left over here. 1, 2, yep, 2 pieces left. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with those yet. But all left now is to put the interior back together. I think I'll be doing that in the morning. Go in and relax for a little while tonight and then finish this up tomorrow. We got plenty of time. So I don't know if that was necessary, but a lot of the little tiny pieces that were left over, I don't know if you can see that there or not, I just kind of filled them in different places. It's probably an overkill for what this actually does. I don't think it has to be completely sealed up. I just think any vibration it stops is better than nothing. But I figured I'm just going to throw the scrap pieces away anyway, so why not try to find a little home for them. Quick shot from the driver's side before we call it a night. I showed you I reamed out the holes for the seats. There's some wires that go to my shifter here, a light, a neutral safety switch which isn't even hooked up, and then this right here is for the overdrive. This is a 204R in it. Actually runs down to the floor there. We even put the mat around that to try to seal that up a little bit. And the wire runs through there and comes back under here. Okay, the mat's all installed, interior's back together. Let's start it up, see how it sounds. Get my seatbelt on. I'll actually take it right down the road instead of just sitting in the driveway idling. Not sure if I noticed much of a difference on the inside of the car. Of course, we are in the garage and the exhaust is pretty loud. I do like the sound of the exhaust, just not necessarily when you're driving long distance. I'll have to go back and watch the video to see if I notice a difference. Still hear the exhaust. I do feel like there's a difference, but I also have my window down too. Another benefit of the Kilmat, they're saying that it helps keep the climate control in the vehicle better. If I ever get AC, that'll probably come in handy, that it'll keep the interior cool. I don't typically run the car in the winter other than to start it in the garage, so to have extra heat probably isn't going to matter to me. I feel like you can still hear the exhaust pretty loud, although it dumps right before the rear bumper, so it makes sense that I would still hear it. And it may be a little quieter on the interior. I don't know if that's just my wishful thinking, or I should have brought somebody with me so I could have talked to them and see if I had to scream for them to hear me. I think there is a difference. The more I listen to it, I can kind of hear the sound coming from the back of the car, not necessarily like in the car. If you guys stuck with me this long, I'll turn the camera around so you can watch some of the driving. You don't need to keep staring at my face. The best part about working on a car is taking it for the ride afterwards. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me a comment. I'll answer the best I can. I don't know much about the product other than the reviews that I've read, or doing it myself now. Y'all have a great day.